What's going on, you guys? Back again with another video. Today we're going to be working on the Tacoma facelift project. If you want to see kind of where we're at right now and what we've done prior to this video, I'm going to put everything up on top of this screen so you can check those videos out and down below in the description. Today we're going to be working on replacing our old 43-inch light bar, which is not on the truck anymore, but I'll show you what the old one looks like and what the new one looks like. We're going to be replacing that with a Baja Design 40-inch SA light bar. And one of the steps that I've already done that I didn't really show in a video just because it was so easy is I replaced our old aux beam pod lights that we used to have for our ditch lights, and I replaced them with Baja Design's Squadron Sports in an amber combo beam pattern. So I'll go ahead and show you guys kind of what everything's going to look like, and we'll dive straight into this install. Alright, so here's our old Cali Race 43-inch light bar. There is our old aux beam pod lights with side shooters, and this is the new light bar that we're going to be replacing it with. Baja Designs SA 40-inch light bar. As you can see, the colors are a little different, which is why I went ahead and switched out those pod lights anyways. I kind of wanted to do it, but this obviously is a completely different style of amber. This is a little more yellowish than the Cali Rays. So, as you can see, that Baja Designs amber corners are going to match up nicely to our Baja Design Squadron Sports as ditch lights. Now, one thing I did want to point out, you guys, is normally the S8 comes either all white or all amber. I went ahead and decided to just get the all white in the combo beam pattern. I went ahead and ordered these replacement lenses for the outside of the 40-inch light bar, so that yellow matches a little nicer with that yellow. Now, the only thing that's still up here that's kind of that darker amber are my Raptor lights, which I actually already pre-ordered those, so those are on the way, and you guys will see what I end up doing with that. But the whole look of this truck is just going to completely change in the front. This is just the next step in the process. Now, one thing I did already go ahead and do is, like I said, is I removed the old light bar. I also removed the old wiring. Before, I had two wires running up. This light bar actually offers a backlit amber option to it. That's why there is 3 wires, that green one being that backlit option, which I am actually going to use. But to do so, I went ahead and created my own wire harness, and I'll show you what I did on the truck. Alright, so as you can see here next to the windshield, I actually went ahead and created my own wire harness and kind of ran it up and tucked it all the way up very, very nicely. I kind of wish I would have done this from the beginning to make my own wire harness, because it actually came out a lot cleaner than the one that was here before. This one is tucked in nicely all the way up and leading up there to our roof rack, or our Prinzu roof rack. Now, one of the very cool things about this light bar is it does come with this male adapter here. It basically is just the adapter that's going to connect straight into the light bar, so you have to do no cutting. Now, the only thing that you will have to do is terminate your own wires. So on top of the roof rack right now, I do have open-ended leads, so I will connect those open-ended leads to this part of the plug. That way we have a solid and nice connection all the way through. Now, along with having to terminate these wires into this plug, I also went ahead and ordered the Prinzu light bar mounts straight off the Prinzu website. These should work very, very nicely with these light bars. I'm not too quite sure exactly how and where I'm going to mount them yet, but I'm going to try to mount everything to the fairing bar that's up on the roof rack. Now, speaking of fairing, I also had to go out and replace our old fairing. As you can see, our old fairing, if you guys watched that video, for those that know, I ended up cutting this fairing when I installed this Cali Rays LED 43-inch light bar, because the cutout for the Prinzu wind deflector is only a 40-inch. So, obviously, our old wind deflector is way too big and leaves way too much room on each side for this new 40-inch light bar. So, luckily, I was able to find a used one that fits perfectly. So, like I said, I plan on mounting everything to the first bar where this fairing lights up to, so it'll be a nice tight fit all the way across. So, first things first, before we go ahead and mount this up, I'll go ahead and terminate the new wires on the plug that's already on the roof rack, and then I'll take off the bar that's on the roof rack where the fairing mounts, and I'll try to mount everything up here, and then we'll take it all together and put it onto the truck. So let's go ahead and terminate these wires. One thing I did want to point out, you guys, like I said, I didn't want to really bother you or bore you guys with the wiring aspect of it, because it is kind of boring and just tedious, but the green wire, which is going to control the backlit function of the light bar, I went ahead and wired it up to my Raptor lights, which, if you guys don't know, the Raptor lights are wired up to turn on when this corner reflector light bulb turns on. And then the regular white color or on function of the light bar is wired up to my SwitchPros 9100s, which is there. As you can see, I already have a button for it, which is here, windshield, or I'm sorry, no, light bar up here. If you want to see that video of the SwitchPros 9100 install, I'll go ahead and put this up here on the screen as well, and in the description. Make sure you check that out. It's a real easy positive to positive, ground the black wire out, and that is it, which makes any light install so easy. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to mount this thing up, and we'll see how she looks when she's on the truck. Alright you guys, so one thing I actually went ahead and found out just now as I was trying to install this is that these brackets actually have to be facing with this bottom leg inwards, in towards the middle of the bar. If you have them facing outwards, you actually won't have enough room to push this bracket far out enough, because these holes will kind of fall off the side of the crossbar itself. So when you go ahead and install them, make sure your angle is facing forward. These bottom brackets are on the inside, and now we should be able to put this on. Okay, there you go. So everything is on pretty much just loose for now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mount the wind fairing up front. And you know what, you guys, to tell you guys the truth, it might be just a little easier to do it up on the rack itself, just so the whole bar and everything isn't kind of just falling as is. So I may just leave this the way it is and kind of take it up to the truck and try to put it and install this once it's already on the truck. Alright you guys, so that's what we ended up with. I ended up changing my mounting brackets from the crossbar where the wind deflector mounts up to the crossbar just directly behind it. And honestly, I feel like this is exactly the way that Prinzu made these brackets to work. It just looks a lot nicer and goes a lot cleaner with the lights of the roof rack itself. So as you can see, I mounted these brackets to this back crossbar, and it is the whole curve of these brackets follows the curve of the side very, very nicely. So that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this is the way that Prinzu made these brackets to work. Now the one thing that I will say is I tried mounting the light bar on this bottom bolt, and it looked very, very well from the front. The only thing is that about maybe the bottom of each light was covered behind this fairing, and a lot of light was actually getting stuck and covered up by the fairing. So what I went ahead and did is I moved it up to the top hole, and now as you can see, it is perfect. You can see every single light clearly. Less light gets caught here, but I will say now, because it is on that top bolt, the light bar kind of has to be at a slight angle facing upwards, which I kind of don't mind. That way I avoid getting most of this light, if not a lot of this light, on the hood as a reflection, which, you know, if you have a light bar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So hopefully it being further back away from this fairing, well, you have this fairing cover up the light that would reflect on the hood, and now it being on this top second hole, it being at a slight angle upwards, will hopefully keep the light, like I said, from reflecting off of the hood. But as you can see, standing in front of it, it looks great. You can see every single light nice and clean. And then as far as the fairing, what you want to do is you want to put this fairing on the bottom two bolts right. So for the fairing, you want to put the fairing on these bottom two bolts, and then this upper crossbar, you want to put it on this notch here and on this top hole along these little crosses of holes. So you want to do it just like that. Like I said, nice and clean. And now all I really got to do is zip tie those wires up and maybe electrical tape up those loose wires, those free color hand wires, as you can see there. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, you guys. I'll show you guys how the light bar looks, how it lights up. Like I said, I connected it to my SwitchPros, and all I did was basically terminate that plug and replug it into the wires that I already had for my previous light bar. Of course, after creating my own wire harness. Now, the only reason why I created my own wire harness is the only thing that I did is get 3 different wires, 3 different colors, and I stacked them on top of one another with some heat shrink to keep them nice and tight. And instead of having them bundled up, as most wire harnesses come in a circular round shape, I bundled them up so they're just straight up and down. That way they can fit nicely in between these seams here, and which is what I did on that side. So alright you guys, so here we go. Like I said, I hooked up the amber backlit function to my headlight amber reflectors on the corner. So the reflectors turn on at that switch there. As you can see, it was already on my DRL. That's usually what I run it at during the day. And then at night, this first click will turn on my Raptor lights, my side mirror lights, and that'll give you access to your fog. So I'll go ahead and turn the fog off. But on that setting, you should get, like I said, my Unique Style Racing's mirror lights, my Raptor lights, and the function coming off of the light bar, the backlit function. That thing looks freaking awesome. I was a little worried that when I changed out the yellow edges of the light bar that it would kind of diffuse the amber backlit function, but it doesn't at all. It looks freaking sweet, dude. So I plan on this being on at all times. Whenever I run my headlight, this is the setup that it's basically going to be running, you know, as a normal driving light. There goes with my headlights on. So at night, when you're running your headlights, this is what the truck's gonna look like. I think those 4 little backlit lights complement these amber lights flawlessly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my switchpros to turn on the actual light bar. And there you go. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the Squadron Sports Baja Designs ditch lights. And there you go. Looks freaking killer. So I'm basically taking my truck from that darkish amber look to now this brighter yellow look, I guess if you want to call it. Now, one thing I will point out to you guys is, as you can see, I got the yellow color scheme up top. Yellow ditch lights. I'm not even going to bother showing you guys what's going on up here because that is all going to change as part of this project, and these are going to change as well. I love the Raptor lights, so I'm definitely not getting rid of them, but I have to get rid of this darker amber now just because it doesn't go with my color scheme. But stay tuned for that. That'll be another video. Anything that I didn't show you guys, feel free to comment down below. I'll try my best to answer them, but that's pretty much it. Go ahead and stay tuned. I'm going to show some night shots of all this, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that back amber lit function of the light bar. It's going to look freaking sweet. I can't wait for the nighttime. But that's it. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.